Good anytime, my fuzzies, to a quick review of a game I just finished. All opinions in this video are mine and mine alone, so just please enjoy and don't take them too seriously. Thank you. Good anytime, my fuzzies, and welcome to a quick review of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. As always with these reviews, I rank them 1 to 5, 0, 1 being whatever it was going for. It really didn't hit with me. It was just abysmal, did not work in any sense of the term, and just horrible, terrible. Would not recommend for that aspect. 3 being more of a whatever it was going for, it just hit and didn't really go above it. So it's just kind of, yeah, what you were trying to do, you hit, or you got to, but you didn't really exceed my expectations, make me go, wow, they really took this in a direction I didn't see coming, or like, I'm interested in more, or whatnot. And 3 being that it really blew me out of the water. Whatever it was trying to go for, it really took it and ran in its own direction. It did a really good job creating all the world and all, or anything that the subject is up to. It just, overall, whatever it was trying to go for, it really, really blew it out of the water in an amazing way. So, as always with these reviews, I am going to start with the story. So the story is simple enough. You have Boss Cass in the past, who tried to steal all the talisman to, I guess at that time, warp all of the hot-blooded mammals away to someplace. I think he says the dream world at the end of this one. And he succeeds, he gets all the talisman, the door opens up, warm-blooded mammals are being taken away when one of the Tasmanian tigers throws a boomerang which knocks the talismans out, makes them all explode and go, I guess, all over Australia to be found. Cutting to present day, you, Ty, are basically in need to get all the thunder eggs so that you can give them to Julian, who will use the power of the thunder eggs to bring a talisman to you. So you go through levels. You just go through levels collecting talismans. There's also golden cogs, which give you more options for boomerangs. The main component of this is you use boomerangs. And then, you just kind of talk to people, but always progressing towards getting rid of Boss Cass. At the end, during the end, you meet Sly, who is another Tasmanian tiger who's against you. And at the end, he helps you with his own boomerang, which is a remote controlled boomerang. You use it to stop Cass, use all the talismans to bring back your parents and all the other Tasmanian tigers who have taken you into the portal. And you live happily ever after, with a little teaser of a robot Ty, which I don't think even comes into... you might see him into as a enemy, but I don't remember. But anyways, overall for the story, it's neat. It's your basic run-of-the-mill thing. It's neat that, like, in order to use the machine, you need to get specific types of thunder eggs. There's a fire thunder egg, an ice thunder egg, and then electric thunder egg, each in their own area to get their own thunder eggs. So it's not like you can just go to area 1, clear it out, and then 2 and 3 are just a breeze. No, you have to get the same amount, from each area. So it's neat. Overall with story, though, it's going to be a 3 point... Unfortunate. I'm debating between 3.5 and 4. Because while there isn't much to do with the story, you do feel compelled to go for... I'm going to give it a 4. Because it's nice, it's succinct, but, like, you want to see them succeed. You want to get his parents back. You want to see the new worlds to get the thunder eggs and whatnot. And it's good. Next up, you have the characters. There's a few characters in here The main being Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger, who's kind of your run-of-the-mill, I'm the hero, I'll do what has to be done because I'm good. Which is nice. You have his friend Murray, who is kind of your guide to talking about any and all things to do around. He's just there as a kind of father figure to be like, in this area is wet, be careful of this. The sunny shores. Very nice for swimming, but watch out for sharks. And whatnot. You have Julian, who is the scientist of the group, who is working on the machine to get the talismans to your location within the Thunder Eggs, as well as using golden cogs to make you boomerangs. And he's very scientific. He likes to talk in scientific mumbo-jumbo and whatnot. So a very classic scientific type of character who's nice and upbeat. On the other side, you have Boss Cass, who is the main bad. He is just, I want it. I want the stuff. I want it now. If you don't get it for me or you fail me, I will beat you up. So, very cliched, over-the-top villain, but still has a lot of charm to him. I like Boss Cass. I would love to see him in, another game. I don't know. Or even Smash Bros. Smash Bros would be fun. Besides that, you have... There are a bunch. In every level, I think, has them. You have Bernie, I think, who has kids who are missing. You have to go save them. At one point, you meet Dennis, who's a flamboyant, very scared tree frog, who's also rich, so you kind of guide him through and help him out. I like Dennis. I like Dennis a lot. Nerdy, who's a big bully who will charge at you until you beat him and then you're friends. You have the platypus couple. One, the man, who is very nervous for his wife being away and doesn't like her being on her own all that much. And the woman who will do what she wants because she is strong, independent, and wonderful. Overall, with characters, there's a lot more that I'm probably even forgetting. But the characters have a lot of personality, especially the enemies. Like, they'll taunt you, they'll jump away if you try and bite them, and whatnot. The kangaroos will throw snowballs at each other on certain levels. And just, yeah. Overall, with character, I'm going to give it a 4. Because I want to see where it goes. I like the characters. I want to see them progress and more. And see where their story leads them. It is, unfortunately, very much I wouldn't say one note. Because they are very much nice. But yeah, it's not overly spectacular, but still good. As for locations, there's a myriad, if that's the right word, of areas. You go through just normal kind of hilly area, where you have to go between, I guess, walls, canyon, I guess it would be called. There are rainforests with water slides. There are giant open water areas with islands in it. There's snow peak mountains. There's burning mountains with snow on the top. They really did a good job of giving you different areas. And even in those areas, there are different things to do. Like, the first level is you just go in to get your boomerang. That's why you have to progress through it. The second level, you have to meet Shira. I completely forgot about Shira. Or whatever her name is. Unfortunate. Who she is just doing whatever. On the next one, you're on a mission to go find the one platypus, Rex's girlfriend or wife, I don't know which one it is, who is away. But the stages are very nice, they're very open, they're distinct, but they also go from, some areas are just literally a linear path with certain alcoves to go down. Others are big, huge, and sprawling, that you can kind of just take whatever path you want, but there's always leads and whatnot. And it's just beautiful. Beautiful area, beautiful scenery. It always feels nice and full and whatnot. So for settings, I'm going to give it a 5. Because there's a wide variety of them. Even when they are similar, like big open water levels, one was small and the other one was just islands. So you really get a sense of differentiate both of them. And then game mechanics. The game mechanics, your basic one is you have a boomerang to throw and attack, as well as you have a bite attack. Now the boomerangs, simple, you have two. When you throw both of them, you can't do anything more. If you throw your boomerang, you can't glide, which is another mechanic. But you can also there are different varieties of boomerang. Through progressing the story, you get the fire, ice, and electric boomerang. And by getting the cogs, you get stuff like a multi-ring, which throws multiple rings. You get a kaboomerang, which blows up. You get an infraring to see hidden boxes, and so on and so forth. The main gameplay mechanic of the game is that you're trying to get thunder eggs. You do so in every level. There are 5 Billaby characters who are in cages. Break out all 5, you get a thunder egg. There are also 300 opals, which is your basic collectible, 300 of them. Strewn about the level, you get 300, go to a certain area, cash them in, you get a thunder egg. There's also a time trial. You go through either running through the level, sometimes it's a certain portion of the level, sometimes it's doing a certain, basically it's just time travel in either a portion of the level or going through the whole level again, or most of the level again, which is fun. Besides that, there are also area-specific missions. Like I've said before, there's the main mission that you go on. So to get the boomerang, in the first level you have to get a boomerang. When you're done that, you get the thunder egg. Second level, you have to go see Shira? I don't know. But she gives you a thunder egg for helping her. Third level, you have to find the one platypus's wife. She gives you a thunder egg if you do. So on and so forth. So besides the 3 main ones that are there, there's also that one. And there are other ones to do, 2 or 3 other ones that are also level specific. Like going back to the first one, you can just find it on the ground somewhere that you need to get to. Beat a bunch of thrills, you get it. So yeah. So overall for game mechanics, I'm going to give it a 5 because it is fun. The opal mission, which can be difficult, it's always usually in an area you have to go anyways, so it leads you to that area. As long as you follow the main path or even go explore some bigger areas, it never felt like there was an opal in a place where you have to look it up to get it. And thunder eggs came easy enough. You even have a map to look at, so you can see whereabouts the thunder eggs are, so you can pinpoint what you have to do in that area to get said thunder egg. So it always progressed further, so even if you couldn't get all the opals, there are plenty of other thunder eggs to get from the 3 levels in each distinct area. Overall, I guess it would be the game is a 4.5, because the story is just a bit above basic, to where it's not just, oh yeah, this old thing again. You do want to see him succeed to get his parents back and whatnot. What else? You want to get his parents back? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm losing it, I guess. The characters are nice, and I enjoy them greatly. Though, also kind of very much... No, they're good. They're all very much their own person. You could see them interacting with each other is nice. I'd like to see more of it. And the settings are just beautiful. They're very, very, very varied, with a lot to do in them. They all feel distinct. Some of them are more narrow, some of them are gigantic, but they never feel too overwhelming and whatnot. And then the game mechanic is very nice. Every area has there are 3 areas with 3 levels in them. You just go through the levels getting thunder eggs from that specific area to operate a machine in that specific area to get the talisman and fight a boss. And it's just nice, really works out and all that. So yeah, 4.5. The only thing I would, to make it better, is maybe more characters, development and whatnot, but also it doesn't really need that for games like this. As well as the story Yeah. No, I'm gonna give the story a little bit more, but yeah, it's good. I recommend this game. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Really well done. But either way, thank you, my fuzzies, for watching, and have a good anytime. Take care.